Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. I have a great pleasure today. Some people call it a duty to give the closing remarks, but it is a pleasure and it is an honor. I'm standing here and I'm trying to figure out what do I say to you that I can give you to go on and live by and live with. And I'm thinking that I need to tell you just a few things that maybe I didn't tell you. Because if you remember, I said the most important thing to me when you walk across this stage is to be able to say, that old lady taught me something. So I pray that I have taught you something. The first thing I want to remind you is that you're at the finish line. But I need you to know that the finish line is always moving. The kindergartners on Wednesday was at the finish line, but the finish line is always moving. The fifth graders are at the finish line, but the finish line is always moving. The eighth graders are at the finish line, but the finish line is always moving. The 12th graders are always, and you are now at the finish line, but you have not finished, but the finish line is moving. There is still more to do. There is still some that you must do in order to go on. I want you to touch your cap. Touch it. It is a symbol of achievement. It is the symbol of the things that you have done. The finish line is one of those things that when you get there, you want to have some type of trophy. I want you to remember that some of you may never put on another cap, but all that it symbolizes is there. In the 9th century, when the world was in darkness, it was called the Dark Ages. In that century, there was light. And that light came from Islam because people sent their children and their people from near and far to go and learn by Islamic scholars. The world was in darkness, but Islam was a light. The world is in darkness now, and Islam is still the light. The top of your cap represents the mortarboard, and on that is what laid the Quran. So you're carrying the Quran, and they used to carry it in their hands, and they carried it around like this and opened it up so that they could study from it. So you had that on your head to understand that the intelligence of Islam, of the Quran, is always above you and always over your head. What I want you to know is that it is a light. And I tell you today, when you go forth, be the light. For we have given you all that you need in order to be the light. Be the light of the world. Because even in darkness, Islam is the light. Right now, it looks like darkness for Palestine. But the light is coming from how they stand. The light is coming from how they walk. The light is coming from the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised us that with difficulty shall come ease. You've said that all day. With difficulty shall come ease, but you are the ease because you are the light. You must be the ease. You must be the light. You must go forth. Fear not. Fear not. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not give you anything that He has not equipped you for. He does not call the qualified. He qualifies those He calls. There is a difference. You can't put yourself in a position. He puts you there. So go forth and be the light. I want you to shine from the 8th grade to the 12th grade. I don't know if I'll be there when you get there. I don't know. I hope to be. But I want you to remember to be the light. 5th graders, be the light. When you come into middle school, be the light. 12th graders, everything that you need, we have given you. You're showing camaraderie. You're showing togetherness. When you reach the age of darkness, which the world is going to show you, find the light in the friends that you choose now to be the same light as the friends that you have now. For that is and will be the light of Islam. That will and shall be. I don't know if I'll ever get anything else to say to you, but I love you. I love you, Feast of Allah, and I've given my life to try to bring out some light, and I hope that something that I said is a seed that will grow in you, because some plant, some water, but only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the increase. May he increase you. Rabbi Zidni El. Thank you for having me and allowing me to say some words to you. When you go forth and you say your du'as day and night, please remember me. Please remember all the teachers, because there's a dedication. It's not for the money that we spend. It's not for the money that we work with you, but it's for fi sabilillah. And when I say to you that I need you to be my ticket into Jannah, because I'm promised that as a teacher, you're helping me to get there, alhamdulillah. But that means too that I must give them a job. The last thing I want you to remember is rules are made for you to learn. It seemed crazy that you couldn't have a phone. It seemed crazy that you couldn't go on your computers and do certain things. But I want you to know that although the world is using AI, artificial intelligence, you have always had a law, AI, Allah's instructions. Thank you, and good luck as you go forward.